Hey peeps, I'm so excited to do this next video. This is going to be a chatty video, kind of just us hanging out, talking about lipstick and Glamour Magick. So you might want to grab some tea if you're watching this around the time that I upload it, because I am recording this Sunday morning. Or if you're watching this a different time of day, maybe a really nice glass of Prosecco or a glass of bubbly rosé would be enjoyable to sip along with this while we embrace the femme fatale in all of us. So I'm going to be doing 3 of these in this series because I go to different tones of red for different feelings. So today is the iconic red. It's that really bright, intense red that we think of when we think about, when most people think about old movie stars. It's the kind of red that we think of when we talk about empowerment and feeling and attracting attention to yourself in a way where you feel the most yourself. People are going to comment when you wear this type of red lipstick. I have 2 other videos on red lipstick that will be coming in keeping with this theme of my top 5. One is the Vamp, which is going to be very dark reds, much more reminiscent of like film noir and 1920s. So I'll be doing one on that, and then I'll be doing like a mid-tone red that's more of, you know, a little bit of that blood reds, the intensity, but it's not the bright iconic red for this video. So there'll be 2 other videos coming, because as I was trying to put the reds together into just top 5, I was like, I can't. There's too many different reds. There's a red for every mood. So just give me 1 second, guys. I've also been talking a lot today also as well, so my voice is already tired. So in the description link down below, you will also find a link to my Etsy shop, where I do have available for purchase a series of get readies with me, where I kind of share my own tips and tricks when it comes to makeup and how I do my style and my look. Currently, what will be available is a focus more on the smoky halo eye with a red lip and my basic foundation routine. But I will also be doing a pinup, just the cat eye tutorial in the future as well. So those are up and available for purchase on the Etsy shop. You can follow that link down below. Just for those of you who are interested, some of you have asked that. I've been asked to do get readies with me for years and years and years, and so I'm finally answering that call for you guys. So top 5, but you know that I'm going to include some honorable mentions here. And these 2, like, I really wanted to put in the top 5, but you can only put 5 in the top 5, right? So the only reason why they're not in the top 5 is because the other 5 spots were already taken. Let's talk about my requirements for a top 5. It's got to be long lasting. It has to wear well for me. It has to be comfortable, and it has to look beautiful. When it comes to this type of red, which I'm wearing one of the reds on this list today, obviously. I mean, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't wear a red I wasn't going to talk about in this video. But when I wear these reds, I am feeling like Stevie Nicks in my power, very like Ices in her glory and Cleopatra vibes, and like the attention is coming my way, and that's okay. And I feel sexy and just dangerous. It's also very reminiscent of like Betty Grable, kind of Marilyn Monroe, and those vibes in the 40s and 50s with these reds. So those are my requirements for this list. Like, it has to wear well, it's going to be comfortable, it has to be worth the investment if it's a high-end price, and it needs to look great on. The color needs to be good. So I'm very pale. I tend towards blue in my tone, my skin tone, and so what you will notice, and I have noticed through conversations with friends over the years, is one red that looks great on me may not look great on you, and vice versa. So, you know, experiment, have fun, but don't like stick to something just because I've said something. Go out there and try all different tones of red, and you'll find that you have a sweet spot. This type of red is really my sweet spot. This kind of like true red, kind of tomatoey red and intense. This type of red tends to be my home spot when it comes to reds in general. So I have 2 honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is the Fenty Beauty The Mvp. This was recommended to me by Tarot Shrink, and she was 100% right. I want to explain why it's not on my top 5, because I think this will become a top 5 for me. First of all, it looks darker when you purchase it. It comes off not quite this light of a red, but pretty close to this. That's why it's on the iconic red list. Why it didn't make the top 5. This is not for the faint of heart, And while this is the most comfortable long wearing liquid lipstick I have ever worn, it is not for a beginner. If you mess up your line at all, you are fucked and you have to start back at the beginning. If you smear this, it's going to stain things. So I do think you want to be very comfortable wearing lipstick and very comfortable with applying lipstick if you're going to work with Fenty Beauty's reds in her liquid lipstick line. There's a name for what this is. Velvet liquid lipstick. That's the brand. The brand is Fenty, excuse me. That's that's what she has it listed under. So if you are searching for it, but this is the MVP. Yes, I'm going to swatch for you guys. Come on, we're living our best life here. The formula is like nothing else I've ever tried. So that is the MVP. Second on my, it's also the most expensive. I think it was about $30. Now, for someone like me who wears red lipstick all the time, this is totally worth it. If that's too much of an investment for you, don't worry, because my next recommendation is the NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream and Icing on top. I wear this in the summer so much, guys. I think almost like every video where I have red lipstick this summer in the iconic shades was this color. It's super comfortable. It's super light red. Notice the difference? It doesn't last quite as long as the other lipsticks on this list, but I think it cost me $6 or $7. So $29, $6 or $7. But this again is the NYX Smooth Whip Matte Lip Cream. And there is the swatch for you, just so that you can see there. That's that one. I freaking love that. I love both these colors so much. Like, I just get so excited when I talk about red lipstick like this. This gives me like summer vibes. I love wearing it to the beach. First of all, I love wearing red lipstick at the beach because no one expects you to be wearing it at the beach. And I'm not a professional swimmer, okay? I bring a book and I lay on the beach covered in sunblock, hoping that I don't get too much of a tan while Vincent swims in the water, right? Like, let's get real about what we're doing here. But this is an ultimate summer tone for me. And while it doesn't last as long as the others, as it fades pretty evenly. So you can just like slather a gloss on later on in the day and it becomes a softer look for sure. So I do really like this one. I will say it does transfer all over cups when you drink very easily. So you might want to use a straw when you're wearing that. So those are my honorable mentions. I'm already 7 minutes into this video, guys. Happy Sunday. So let's get into the top 5. So if I were to give goddess vibes for this, the Fenty is Lilith 100%. The icing on top is Aphrodite vibes for sure. All right, next on my list, this is one of my most highly recommended lipsticks. The only reason why it's number 5 and not number 1 is because a lot of you have said that you don't have the same experience that I do with this, meaning that our pH levels are different. The pH levels in our skin and how our skin is responding, the oils in our skin to this lipstick. For me, this is Motetz Dom, and this is the old bottle. They have it in a larger bottle now, in Bloodsucker. I believe it retails for around $16. This is number 5, but some of you have said that you find that it peels and it doesn't last quite the same as it does for me. This I can wear for like 6 hours without touch-up if I'm not eating a lot of food. Very comfortable. It's a little more drying than the Fenty for sure. It's also a little more drying than Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks, but this is still very comfortable and I love this color. When I want to do hammer horror, this is a lipstick I want. Like, this is my Babylon the Great color. Like, this is just like evil villainess in her power, getting her revenge color. That's the red that this is. So that is Bloodsucker by Motetz Dom. Like I said, some of you have reached out to me and been like, I don't have the same experience with that one. It doesn't seem to last as well as for me, etc. Like I said, we're all different. Like that, for me, this is one of my favorite liquid lipstick formulas in that it dries down. I don't have to think about it. And as long as I'm not eating a ton of food, it doesn't really transfer all that much. I do notice like after about 6 or 7 hours, I will get a little crumbling in the corners. But, you know, guys, it's liquid lipstick. Like, it's not meant to last 24 hours. Now, does the Fenty last a lot longer? Yes, but the Fenty's $29. This is $16. So you get what you pay for sometimes. So that's number 5. Number 4 on my list is what I'm wearing today. This color may be discontinued. I didn't check, but if it is, I apologize. I believe that there's a similar shade, and I will try to put a dupe to this on the list. This is Jeffree Star's Cosmetics Are You Filming Velour Liquid Lipstick. Again, that's what I'm wearing right now. This is my ultimate Venus color. Like when I want to channel Venus, this is the one that I want. I love the his velour liquid lipstick formulation. Yes, I understand that he is that he's a polarizing force. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about him. I just care about the makeup that I buy, and he does no quality makeup for his price point. I believe that's around an $18 liquid lipstick. So this is the color right there. And that is what I'm wearing on my lips today. His liquid lipstick formulation will last me 8 hours if I'm not eating a ton. It wears very evenly. It's pretty comfortable on the skin. It's more comfortable than the Motetz Dom, more comfortable than the NYX, not quite as comfortable as the Fenty. The Fenty you can almost forget is on, but again, you have to have built up the muscle memory of being careful while you're wearing lipstick, because if you smear that Fenty, you are fucked. So I've warned you, but so that Are You Filming by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, number 4 on the list. Love the formulation, very Venus. It's very like tried and true. It's my original, it's the GOAT. It's the one I come back to. It's ride or die. I can always count on this lip. No matter what I'm doing with eyes, if I want a red lip, like that's a go-to for me. Number 3 on the list is Unearthly Cosmetics in Minerva. I've been wearing this one a lot this fall, and every time I wear this, I get multiple messages. Oh my God, Reeson, what's that lipstick? Guys, from here on out, over for actually like the last year and a half, I've been listing what lipstick I'm wearing in the description box below, FYI. So if you're wondering, you can check there. This is another like, this is like my Vlad the Impaler red. It's when I really want to channel intensity and like I want to radiate self-confidence. This is a red that I'll go to. I love this one. It's a little more orangey. I would also say this is totally Lilith, but maybe a little more Kali if I was going to go with a goddess. So this is number 3, Unearthly Cosmetics, Minerva, right there. Okay, my top 2 are not liquid lipsticks, they are creams. So packaging is part of the thing, right? And I do love old Hollywood glamour. And Besame's formulations are really special. They're made by a woman. She's very focused on empowering women in general, also her community. She tries to work with sustainable packaging as much as possible, but she literally chooses her liquid, excuse me, let me start that over. She literally chooses her lipsticks based on specific time periods and specific actresses in the past. So they're literally all homages to old Hollywood and to the power of and the way that, you know, that women wore lipstick in that time period. And so I actually have most of the Besame collection. Now these are luxury in that they cost about $28 to $29 a piece. They are cream lipsticks. They are not quite matte, but they also don't have a lot of shine. They're very comfortable to wear. They're highly pigmented. They do have a slight fragrance. And again, they're formulated based on actual lipsticks from the time period. Like I believe her name is Gabriela Hernandez, I think. She went back, you know, she went into old collections. She went to auctions. She actually found original lipsticks from those time periods, and she's formulated the coloration off of that. So these are really, really special lipsticks. So my top 2 are from the same brand. They're from Besame Cosmetics. This stuff does transfer. It's not a liquid lipstick. So I just want to prepare you. It's not going to be the same experience. They're not for the faint of heart, and you should be comfortable wearing lipstick in that. You can't like be touching your lips. You can't take a sip of tea and not expect transfer. If you eat a salad, usually salad dressing has some form of oil in it. That's going to break it down. It will break it down more evenly than a liquid lipstick, but your lipstick, when it's a cream, will tend to get all over things if you're not careful. So you do want to bring some awareness to that. It's much easier to remove and handle than Fenty. That's why these made the top 5. But these are legitimately my favorites. I've worn them I think Victory Red came out like right around the time when Vincent was born, and I bought the special gift set, and I've been wearing Victory Red since then. And Victory Red is my number 2 on my list for iconic reds. So everything about it is luxury, and the shape is specifically formulated to draw your lipstick on. And can we just, like, the packaging, old Hollywood glamour, very 50, you know, very like 40s, 50s, maybe a little 30s reference here too for sure in the packaging. It's just absolutely stunning. So this is Victory Red, and this was formulated in the 40s around Victory Day, or the red lipstick that women were wearing during World War II, when often that was like the only way that they had to, you know, that they could afford to express themselves, only makeup they could wear, because a lot of the ingredients and packaging for makeup were going into creating armament and armaments and weaponry. So red lipstick has a really fascinating history. If you're a junkie on that, you definitely want to like go check out Besame's website, because it will give you a lot of jumping off points. But comfortable, so moisturizing, so conditioning to wear. They can go all day with very little reapplication needed. And listen, guys, don't feel embarrassed about reapplying your lipstick in public. Just get a really beautiful compact mirror. I do it right at the table, and it actually invites a lot of conversation, and people get a little like very inquisitive and like sometimes a little bit like, oh, what's she doing? Just get a beautiful compact mirror and you're all set. I retouch in public all the time. I have no shame about that. So that is Victory Red. Again, like look at how much I've worn this one. This is not my original either. I've repurchased Victory Red many times. So that is number 2 on the list. Number 1, my number 1 go-to red for the iconic lips is the Besame Red by Besame. Victory Red was by Besame. The Besame Red is by Besame as well. This one is really tried and true, and it's very, it's a little less orange than you can see some of the others on this list. And so it lends itself very well to various outfits, even those times when I'm not wearing black. And you guys have seen that on the channel. I tend to go for whites and intense reds or blues when I'm mixing up my colors that I'm actually wearing on my body. And Besame Red's a little more versatile than Victory Red in that it will really go with pretty much everything. And it's very, again, very easy to apply, very comfortable to wear, long lasting. It does give you a luxury feeling in the packaging. It's a joy to carry around. It's beautiful. Like, again, people comment when you take the lipstick out to reapply in public. Like, it's just stunning. I love everything about it. It is an investment lipstick. To me, I would rather have one of these than 5 formulations of the NYX that I'm not really going to wear. Like, I know I'm going to wear this Besame Red all the time. So these are my top 5 red lipsticks in the Glamour Magic series, with 2 honorable mentions. These are the iconic colors that I come back to time and time again when I want to express my individuality, when I want to radiate fierceness, confidence, and the ultimate sexy pout. Again, if you're interested in participating in the tutorials in this Glamour Magic series, the link to purchase those are down below in the description box. As always, I am sending you all so much love and many blessings. Can't wait to talk lipstick with you again in the next video. Like I said, I'm going to do a Vampy Red top 5, and I will also do a more mid-toned true red top 5 in this series as well. I love a good red lip. I'm so glad that you do too. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm sending you, as always, much love and many blessings, and I will see you in the next video.